Welcome to the Hawk 411. I'm Christy.
And I'm Paige.
We have lots of announcements this week, so let's get started.
On the 7th, there is a high school volleyball triangular at 5:30, 6:30, and 7:30 p.m.
On the 9th, there is a junior high volleyball game versus McCool Junction at 1 p.m.
On the 9th, there will be flu shots available from 7 to 8 a.m.
On the 9th, there is a high school volleyball game versus Harvard. JV starts at 6 p.m. and varsity starts at 7 p.m.
On the 10th, high school football versus Elkhorn Valley at 7 p.m., which is also homecoming.
On the 11th is the homecoming dance.
Speaking of homecoming, the Spirit Week theme is Fear the Beak.
The daily themes are Mustache Monday, Tutu Tuesday, Wacky Wednesday, Throwback Thursday, and Fan Fanatic Friday.
Please dress appropriately when participating.
Now to Jerome to talk about robotics with Mr. Richards.
Thanks, Paige and Christy. I'm here with Mr. Richards to talk about the robotic program. Explain what students do in the robotic curriculum.
Well, thank you, Jerome, for asking me that question. We talk about engineering problem solving. The curriculum isn't guided around the robotics club. It's kind of a separate entity and tries to teach the kids how to build the robots and how to program the robots in any circumstances. It's made out of 12 basic units, from building structure part to actually programming the robots.
So how many students are involved in this class?
In the class itself, I currently have 7 students. I hope to have more students than that involved in the actual robotics club, but in the curriculum I have 7 students.
Do you know when your first robotic competition is?
Our first robotic competition is scheduled for the last part of October. It is it's kind of more of a scrimmage, like, instead of a competition. Competitions that we use to qualify for state competitions will be more in February and even March for the junior high.
Thanks, Mr. Richards. Back to you, Christy and Paige.
Thanks, Jerome. That sure was informative.
Yes, it was. Hopefully we'll hear about robotics in the future.
Our next interview is with Mr. Clutie about how the football season is going.
Thank you, Christy and Paige. I'm here with the head football coach, Mr. Clutie. How is the season going so far?
Well, right now we're 0-4, but I think we're making great improvements, and I think these guys would agree with me. We're making steps in the right direction, and down the road it's going to pay off for us.
All right. Who's your next opponent for this upcoming week?
Who is it, fellas? Humphrey St. Francis. There you go. It's Humphrey St. Francis. How are the words of the boys?
And have you noticed any improvements to the team since you've taken over as head coach?
Oh, yeah. One of the best ones right now is team unity. We're starting to gel and step forward, and that's what it's going to take down the road here in the future and moving into next year. Is they just got to learn to play together and find that heart and drive.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Right back.
Thanks, Jessica. We wish the best for this week's game.
Next, it's once again time for the Hawk Vision, a bright perspective from the Hampton High School students.
This is my favorite part.
Yeah, they're invincible, and she's just in the background. And she says, I wish that I could be like the cool kids, 'cause all the cool kids, they seem to fit in. I wish that I could be like the cool kids, like the cool kids.
That concludes this week's episode of the Hawks 411.
Tune in next time.